Welcome to the season finale of season 4 of the Football Manager Save here with Cambridge United. We are 11th in the league table as it stands with 6 games to go. 18 points available, 8 points to the playoffs. It's doable, but it will be difficult. But nothing in life comes easy, especially a promotion to the Premier League. So we will give it our all. We have had a youth intake. Unfortunately, it wasn't great. It was actually very, very average. We have become an established championship team, though, which is good. That's very pleasing indeed. But unfortunately, 3 stars to 4 stars at best, and not spectacular at all. So no real youth intake to talk of, unfortunately, this season, but that's fine. We're concentrating solely on the first team at the moment, and that first team will see, actually, Mikey Johnson go out to the left and Cabal come back on the right. He can play now. So, actually, Scott Twine probably doesn't deserve to get dropped at all. So, Glenn Hoddle can come off the bench, and, well, Twine can start. He's done okay. Maybe he's more of an impact player. Let's put Johnson on. Lads, please. Let's win. We're at home. Let's do the business and keep the playoff dream alive. Do drop the video a like if you're enjoying the FM content. I'd appreciate it. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any more. Of course, the summer transfer window is always done off YouTube, but on stream. So do make sure you join me on stream. Link in the description to Twitch and to the YouTube streaming channel, where it will be on YouTube, I guess, so to speak, but it will be done not in VOD. So come and join me. For now, though, we're concentrating solely on action on field. That action on field has not seen us take a 1-0 lead. It might see us take a 1-0 lead. Aaron wins it back off Miguel Almiron. Yes, Miguel Almiron is playing for Preston. Tanlongo to Mikey Johnston. Johnston, off the bar. We did enough of that in the last episode, thank you. Back of the net, please. All right, half-time. Not really much to talk about so far. I'm going to say we haven't taken enough shots, which we haven't. I'm actually going to go from balanced to positive and shout an encouragement. And hopefully we can kick on in this second half. We've both had 3 shots. Theirs have been on target, ours have not, although we have hit the woodwork. But a goal would be lovely. A goal for the home side would be sensational, please. Asking politely. Can we get it immediately? Cabal. Probably not able to play much longer, Cabal, to be honest, because of his comeback from injury. Preston, as you can quite clearly see, are sat back deep and just making sure that it goes clear. They're fighting a relegation battle, and this would be an invaluable point for them in that battle. 10 minutes into the second half, we're hoping we can find a way through. Fiorini drifting out to the left-hand side. Inside to Matteo Tanlongo. Support short with Diop. Diop quickly to Fiorini. If anyone's going to score a goal today, it might be Lewis Fiorini. Did it! 1-0 Cambridge. Thank you. Taking our time with a free kick. Not necessarily because I've asked us to. Fiorini looking for Twine, can't find it. Deflects off Barkley. Will come back towards us. Opportunity for a second. Fiorini looking for an assist. Gets the assist of the assist as Jay Stansfield slams home his 16th goal of the season. That'll be 3 points for Cambridge United here today. Thank you very much. We're going to waste as much time as we possibly can now. I will actually bring John Lundstrom on, but in that regard. All right, lovely. That'll be a dub then, gents. Thank you very much. 3 points towards the playoff battle. Short to Lundstrom. Lovely 1-2. Scott Twine for a third. Hello. 4th goal of the season. That was really well worked. Cambridge strike twice in 5 minutes. And that's the way we wanted to start today in the season finale, isn't it? We're still going to be 8 points off the playoffs, unfortunately, as Ipswich are also winning. But so long as the opportunity persists, we will try our best to believe. 7 points the gap. Ipswich conceded a late equaliser. The gap has closed. 7 points to... No, Ipswich didn't concede a late equaliser. Derby just dropped down to 6th and they're on 70. Norwich could get themselves in, though, on 72. So it's still tough, but very much still doable as it stands. Still wants me to put Alfie Doy back in, but I'm going to prioritise my own players. Cabal is still not fully fit, but that's absolutely fine. Quite happy with everything at the moment. This one's not going to be anywhere near as easy as the Preston game, but with the form we're in, with the confidence as high as it is, we need wins. Hull need wins as well, as they're trying to push. Can they push? They very much can. They're only 2 points off Bristol City in that second automatic promotion spot. If it ends, in fact, Southampton might already, they have already guaranteed themselves automatic promotion, Southampton, and the title now, I believe, as well, if it stays as is today. So Saints are going up. Well, they're already up, but I think they're going to get the title. They just scored to go 1-0 up. I just noticed their points tally jumped from 96 to 98. Can our points tally jump a little bit? Oh, post and wide from Diop. Not yet. I'll say I'm happy with it because we're doing okay so far. Points not really great, but I'm worried about going on the front foot for getting caught on the counter. So I'll risk it. We'll go on to the front foot. We might need to if Connolly scores here. Connolly scored here. We'll go on the front foot. We'll try and get ourselves back in the game. Aaron Connolly's 15th goal of the season. Hull looking for automatic promotion to the Premier League, and they might get it at this rate. We have been more on the attack since the goal and since we went to positive. But being more on the attack doesn't mean anything if you just kick it straight to the goalkeeper like that. There's a lot of frustrated faces and anxious faces around the... Oh, no... They'll be both frustrated and anxious now. More so, probably furious. 2-0 Hull. That might be the final nail in our playoff push coffin. And quite frankly, we've done it to ourselves there, haven't we? Summer break nearly over already, is it? Is it Zandvoort next weekend? Wow. I guess the Olympics has been going on the whole time, so time has just kind of passed, hasn't it? I mean, if you look at the stats, we didn't stand a chance today. There's a reason Hull have now moved themselves into second. It's because they're very, very good. Hull City, on this display, might well be putting themselves into the Premier League for next season. I'm not happy with it. They'll know I'm not happy with it, but they won't be happy with it themselves. We have a side that are very aware of their own capabilities and their own shortcomings, and that is not the result we wanted. That said, perfect opportunity to bounce back against bottom of the table Portsmouth at home next. Oh, Bristol City beat Hull. That's huge. That's effectively the game for automatic promotion, although Leicester could still go above with a game in hand. Quite the fight going on for that second spot, isn't there? Are Portsmouth down yet? I don't think they are. We might be in a position to relegate them. We will be in a position to relegate them if everyone... Actually, no. If everyone else wins... then they'll be on 43 and they'll be on 34, so 9 points with 9 to play. If we beat Portsmouth here, we have all but relegated them. Diop has food poisoning, so I think it's unfair to ask him to play. So we'll do that. We'll move Ross Barkley into camp. Fiorini could drop a little bit deeper, and that'll be the only change that we make. Bottom of the table, Portsmouth. I would probably go out as far as to say, point my finger. I expect to see a much better performance, please, and a win to go with it. Chance for a goal before half-time for probably Portsmouth after Mikey Johnson's done that. Mikey's not been great so far in this one. Tanlongo's won that back nicely, though. Can he show Mikey Johnson how to be a decent left winger here? He's going to pick up Fiorini well. He finds Cabal, who finds the back of the net in quite some spectacular fashion. We do take the lead in stoppage time at the end of the first half, and quite frankly, it was one of the best goals of the season so far. Tanlongo wins it back very well by driving into the midfield. Picks up the man on the edge of the box here in Fiorini, who first time finds Cabal, who first time finds the back of the net. That's a really good goal. Aaron delivers. Look for Bichel. Never mind. Here's Jay Stansfield. Aaron again. Barkley. Oh, Stansfield. 2-0. Yep. That'll be dub for us, and it's Portsmouth all but down, really. Their goal difference will take a negative hit, and... well, it depends what other results are going on at the bottom end of the table. Cardiff and the other side down there are actually losing as well. So there'll be 6 points from safety with 9 points left in the season. If they don't turn this around, Portsmouth, which they have the possibility to do, but hopefully they don't. Mr. Barkley. Mr. Barkley. Joel Bichel. His third goal for the I'll start that again, shall I? His third goal for the club, all of which have come as headers from corners, because he's a monstrous brute in the air. 17 jumping reach, 17 strength, 16 balance as well. For someone that's 6'4", 16 balance. It's outrageous. 16 aggression as well. He's a hell of a player. I really, really, really need to extend his contract because he's valued at 6 to 8 million and he's got a release clause of 8 million. So we very much need to renew his contract ASAP Rocky, and we will look to do so. In fact, maybe even after this game. Stansfield running into a bit of a blind alley there. We're in the 93rd, make that 94th minute. Oh, and the pick of the bunch from Mikey Johnston. With the aid of the woodwork, 94th minute, 4th goal. Comprehensive victory for us here against Portsmouth. If they are to make it as a championship side next year, they're going to need a lot of saving. That was a great result for us with some high quality goals. Just what we wanted. 9 points the gap, 9 points available. It's still doable, but we're going to need Norwich to lose every game they've got remaining. And everybody between us and Norwich to not really do anything other than that, really. And also goal difference to change by 14 goals. So I don't think we're going to get playoffs. I don't think we're going to match last season's P7. But we are certainly ending the season in some rather very good, ominous form for next year, provided we can keep the majority of this squad together and perhaps improve on it a little bit more too, which is absolutely the possibility. Cabal is not really fit to play here, so Scott Twine can come in on the right-hand side. I'll leave him on the bench. No, yeah, because he'll play next time. I just won't pick him in this fixture. We're going to keep with the positive outlook, albeit away from home this time. We're positive against Portsmouth and got a 4-0. That might have been just because it was Portsmouth. This will perhaps be the teller as to whether the move from balanced to positive will actually see us improve as a team, and maybe just that change in mindset could take the side onto the next level with the current crop of playing staff. Equally, it could not. So Millwall away is probably a stern enough test to give us a reliable set of information. That was a good goal, though. And that had nothing to do with us being positive. That was just good from Millwall. 1-0. Mamdi, Twine, Barkley. Equaliser, please. We've started the second half with our hands on the throats of Millwall. Oh, Mikey Johnston. That is a fantastic finish, lad. 10th goal of the season for Mikey, who is a first name on the team sheet type player for us this season. I didn't really know that he'd been that good for us until it got mentioned in a press conference. Mikey has been unreal. 9 goals, 13 assists. Make that 10 goals, 13 assists. Mikey Johnston is pretty good at championship level, it turns out. Who knew? If anyone in our lineup at the minute can grab a goal out of nowhere, it is going to be Lewis Fiorini just put on in that striker role. With 5 minutes added on at the end of the game here, we could really do with Millwall giving the ball away. Brian Coufray in possession. He's a player that we loved in the Mallorca save we did on FC 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Hopefully he's not going to have an impact here, but it looks like he might well do. Coufray in the box. Oof. Saved and over the top, thankfully. 5 minutes added on. Hoping that we can at least avoid defeat here in a game that we've absolutely bossed and very much deserve the win from. They're quite clearly taking their time with play now, trying to ensure that they get a point, but they could get themselves all 3 here if they can find the right target, which they inevitably can't, and we waited forever for Coufray to do exactly that. It is Brian Coufray, formerly of Mallorca. They paid £3.3 million for him. Oh, sorry, left mid rather than left back, but probably does make sense as a left wing back. Can we steal the win? It's the 95th minute, as you can see top left, and Tan Longo will spin on it. I'm not sure if Twine was onside. Fiorini was, or was Twine the one off, or was Fiorini off? Someone was off. It didn't tell me who. Someone was off. We nearly won it. We didn't. I'll say unlucky. We battered him. We were unlucky not to get the result there. So we're 10th at present. Can't finish any higher than 9th as it stands now, can't finish any lower than 11th. So with 2 games to go, our season is, well, not over, but limited. Our final 2 games of the year are 2nd place Leicester and 12th place Leeds. Yikes. Penultimate game of the season, should I say. I was going to say final game of the season. Getting a bit ahead of ourselves there. Leicester City 2nd in the table at the moment. So maybe going positive against them is not the best of things to be done, but we'll try it. Why not test yourself at this stage where there's not really anything for us to play for? They have 2nd place in the division to play for. Southampton have 107 points. Whoa, that's a new record, isn't it? Reading's high was 106. Southampton are breaking all sorts of records in the Championship this season. Unbelievable. Leicester, if they win this game, are on the brink of a Premier League return. So we hope to spoil their party, or at least delay their party. Be great to finish in the top 10 if we can this year, rather than outside with Middlesbrough pipping us. It was Middlesbrough that pipped us to the playoffs last season as well, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. In 6th, when we were in 7th on goal difference. So to get 1 over on them, albeit nowhere near as much of a 1 over on them as they got on us last year, would be great. And to go 1-0 up, no, not go 1-0 up. Early doors would be lovely, but Jay Stansfield's offside. So in the 10th minute, we don't take the lead. Alvarado in the box. Oh. Jeez, man. Surely someone's got to be able to clear that. Cabal own goal is what it's gone down as. Arian B with a not great headed ball away. Alvarado drives into the box. It's a brilliant run. It comes off Cabal here. And surely Bichel can get to that. Well, if Leicester are to make it to the Premier League, they're going to do it in a very lucky way. Ahmad, Armstrong, Alvarado, 2-0 Leicester. They're too good for us. This one is just a write-off. Unfortunately, we are being carved apart too easily, but that's because Leicester are just a level above. They're far too good for us. Aaron with a corner for us, delivered, half cleared. Barkley will recover. Aaron into the middle. Fiorini misses from 5 yards out. That was harder to miss, quite frankly, Lewis. But miss it you have. Lose we will. And Southampton march on. They have the potential to get 110 points this season. I am displeased with the result. Yes, Leicester were too good for us. But you still want to, if you're going to lose in the right manner. And I don't think we were good enough there to justify losing in the manner that we did. Oh, Donovan Cunningham is now an elite talent, apparently. Well, that's changed. He was only a 3, potentially 4-star player. Now, apparently, he's a 3.5, potentially 4.5-star player. All right. If he's had an uptick in his potential, then fair enough. We've signed 6 players. Some of which probably aren't going to be very good, but it is what it is. Yanam Vogo in goal for them. Zion Fleming up top. Adam Armstrong, the other Adam Armstrong. Scott Underwood, Patreon player in the midfield as well. We've seen quite a few Patreon players in the last couple of episodes, haven't we? The fans have been fantastic for us this season, so let's give them one more last appearance to cheer for. Away from home at Ellen Road is quite the game to end, really. We are definitely going to be finishing above Leeds this season as well, look, because they're on 60 points. We're on 68, or rephrase, 59 and 67, because it's factoring in the current draw that we have at the moment. Middlesbrough have Swansea as well. I'd love to finish above Middlesbrough, but ultimately it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make any difference to us financially. It's not going to make any difference to us in terms of our ability to draw players to the club next season. Quite frankly, it just would be nice to not end on a defeat. But Leeds and Leicester are 2 of the most difficult games we could probably have at the end of the season, aren't they? Outside of Southampton. So it is what it is. Once the chance of getting to the playoffs evaded us, we've not really been that bothered about anything since, have we? Which is just as well, because we're 1-0 down against Leeds. Let's come off positive, shall we? Positive against the terrible sides, not positive against the good ones. Cabal, play the ball. Oh, score the goal! Don't pass it, mate. Wow! Alan Cabal, a real belter of a goal indeed. Leeds 1, Cambridge 1. Oosh. Alan Cabal with a fantastic finish. It was Dyer that gave it away for Leeds. Cabal racing. I'm begging him to play the through ball to the striker here. What do I know, eh? Shut up, Ches. That's a finish and a half. 12 finishing, 12 long shots, 12 out of 10 goal. Middlesbrough drawing 0-0 with Swansea. If Swansea want to score a goal, that'd be great. I'd love to finish inside the top 10 for the second season in a row in the Championship, but it's not going to happen. It's a 1-1 draw at Ellen Road, which is, I mean, you've done brilliantly to come back. Leeds were all over us, and we really responded, and I'm pleased with the way that we did. We finish in 11th this season in the Championship. Southampton with 108, a record-breaking 108 points, win the league. 19 clear of anyone else. Leicester will join them in the Premier League next season. Bristol City, Hull, Derby and Blackburn will fight it out in the playoffs for the chance to join them in the Premier League next year. But overall, I think I'm pretty happy with the season. A season that I'm ultimately very pleased with. We ran the risk at the beginning of the year, very much so, of having second season syndrome. Terrible start, a little bit of a revival, then back to the doldrums again, before then turning it around. Bit dodgy at the end of the season, but with some difficult teams to play against, you can't really say, and with nothing on the cards either, nothing to play for. I don't mind that. But that run of form there gives me hope that next season, with the right players staying and with the right players brought in the summer, because we have the financial capability to do so with £13.5 million in the budget and a guaranteed something next year, which surely will be more than 3.37 million. This team can challenge, hopefully, for the playoffs next year, which is going to be the aim, I feel. This will be very accurately spliced into this season finale by Chris, the editor. Thank you very much, Chris. A season roundup for those of you that are curious to know exactly what happened elsewhere in the save. Obviously, you know what happened with us, but everywhere else, who won what? And who's gone where, most notably with promotions and relegations, etc. So we'll start in England. We'll work our way around Europe and then show you the European Cups as well. With regards the Premier League, Liverpool won the league. Chelsea, Arsenal, City only fourth. Only fourth for City. Past winners have been, well, City have not only won the league once in this save, Liverpool now twice, which is very intriguing. Man United, Everton in the Europa League. Newcastle get that fifth Champions League spot. We will be playing next year. Luton Town, West Bromwich Albion and Sheffield United in the Championship as they've been relegated. Obviously, you're aware that that Leicester and Southampton went up. Bristol City have won the playoffs in the Championship, so they will go up as well, which is fair. I always like it when the side at the top of the playoffs wins promotion because they're the ones that are most deserving, isn't it, really? Coventry, Reading and Portsmouth relegated will not be playing us next year. Huddersfield will come back up to the Championship and play us. They finished 6th at the bottom end of the playoffs. Sorry, Wigan. Oxford United and Bristol Rovers will join us in the Championship next year as well. Stockport, Grimsby, Wimbledon and Notts County get relegated. Peterborough still solidly mid-table in League One. Way, fuck them. Tranmere have been promoted to League One from League Two. They finished 5th. Sorry, Wickham. Leyton Orient, Carlisle and Exeter up to League One as well, with Halifax and Cheltenham going back down to the National League, where Chesterfield have got themselves promoted back to the Football League again after coming up then going down again. Rochdale won the league and they'll be back in the Football League. Lowestoft, Bath City, Altrincham and Scunthorpe relegated down to the National League North or South. Kings Lynn have gotten themselves up to the National League National, as well as Chorley. Matlock, Oxford City, St Albans and Stourbridge relegated into further regional leagues. Woking win the National League South back into the National League National, as well as Dorking. They finished level on points. In fact, it was only 2 goals the difference between the two of them, so Woking fans will be very relieved that they won the playoffs. Welling, Tunbridge Wells, Concord Rangers and Chippenham Town relegated out of the National League South. The FA Cup was won by Chelsea in extra time over Everton. The Carabao Cup was won by Chelsea in extra time over Wolves. They won the Community Shield as well. Bristol Street Motors Trophy was won by Barnsley, and the FA Trophy was won by Southend. We will do the other leagues in focus first. So in Serie A, it was AC Milan from Inter, Lazio and Atalanta. Parma relegated, intriguingly. Roma only 8th. Terrible season for them. In the Spanish League, Real Madrid from Barcelona Real Sociedad third, Atleti only fourth, Villarreal the fifth side in the Champions League there. Granada, Cadiz and Girona relegated. Girona, obviously in real life, had a fantastic season IRL last time around. Augsburg win the relegation playoff and will be back at Premier League, to Bundesliga level. Bayer Leverkusen and Mönchengladbach finished 15th and 14th respectively in the Bundesliga. That's unexpected. FC Köln in the Champions League, even more so unexpected. Wow, Bayern win the league though by 17 points. FC Köln in the Champions League. What is this? My save from FIFA 20 in League. Angers stay up. No, they don't. Angers come up and Lorient go down. PSG won the league by 10 points from Nice, Lille and Stade Rennais. Monaco only 6th and Lyon 7th only. And Lens actually get Europa League football. So that might give you an indication of who did what with the European trophies. In the Eredivisie, it was Feyenoord from PSV on goal difference alone. In the Portuguese division, it was Porto from Benfica by a point, from Braga by a further point, Sporting fourth only and a long way off the pace. And in Belgium, Anderlecht, although Union Saint-Gilloise are the champions. It works weird in Belgium, doesn't it? Comparatively to the way that it works in England anyway. And then the Champions League was won by Manchester United in extra time over Atletico Madrid. The Europa League was won by Sporting on penalties over Arsenal, so clearly their European exploits paid the price for their league form, but they get Champions League football next year, so they don't care. And Bilbao beat Juventus to the Conference League, so Lens must have won the French Cup to have Europa League football. Well done, Ches. Helps if you put the space in, doesn't it? And it also helps if you put the space in the right place. Lens won the French Cup 1-0 over Le Havre. Where on earth did PSG go out then? Let's have a look at the tree. PSG. Hello? Where did... What? Paris Saint-Germain. I'm struggling to still find them. I'm still struggling to find them. It could be easier to do it this way at the minute. PSG. French Cup. 9th round loss to Caen on penalties. Wow. Unlucky! They won the league though, so I'm sure they'll be happy enough. Well, there's your season roundup. That's your season roundup. Do come and join me on stream, as we say, for more. But I don't know where Chris is going to slot this in. So if there's more of the video to come, enjoy the rest of it. If this is the end of the video, I'll see you later.